I was not expecting my last video to do as well as it did. Like 600 views in 3 days. You guys are insane in a good way. Also, we hit 500 subs. Let's go. Let's go. Clap it up. Anyway, but yeah, to celebrate 500 subs, I'm gonna go over my SNES collection. Also, that was in the description of my last video, which you guys probably already know, because you've probably already seen that one. But for the new viewers, welcome. Going over my SNES collection, so enough of yapping, let's get this started. Monopoly. I'm not really going to talk too much about each game, mainly because I have so many, but yeah. Monopoly. I'm just going to keep it at that. Also, I have this big box, like, right next to me. Like, this thing is huge, but, you know, it works because, you know, all my games fit. All my SNES games fit in the box, so, you know. Dennis the Menace. You know, Game Grumps made an episode on this game. This game is really funny, so. Very weird game, but, you know. Jim Power, The Lost Dimension in 3D. I had to, like, look at the top label because the name of the game is weird, but, you know. I don't think this game actually is in 3D. Despite the name of the game, I don't think it's actually in 3D, so. A little bit of maybe false advertising, at least from what I've seen. I don't think it's really a 3D game. Metal Combat, a Super Scope game, as you can see. Yes, I do have a Super Scope, by the way. So of course I'm gonna have a couple Super Scope games to go with that Super Scope. So. That was a mouthful of a sentence right there. Speaking of mouthful of nothing, we have Pit Fighter. This game is horrible, apparently. I haven't played it, but like from what people have said about this game, I don't know. I haven't played this yet, but I've heard this game is horrible. One of the worst games ever made, apparently. Well, maybe not ever made, but like it's up there, you know. Dirt Tracks Effects. It's called that because it has a Super Effects chip in it, which, you know, for this game, it actually kind of looks decent. I'm not gonna lie, it looks okay. It looks fine. Maybe for 1995, 1996, it doesn't look that great, but for Super Nintendo, it's not terrible looking. It doesn't look horrible. American Gladiators, because why not? I think this is based on a TV show, I think. Do not quote me on that, but like I think this is based on a TV show. I'm not too familiar with this series, franchise, whatever you want to call it. I'm not too familiar. I think minigame collection too, by the way. I think on this one. I talked more about the show, what the show is, rather than the actual game. Wow, that's crazy. There's not much to say about it. Same with this one, The Rocketeer. AVGN made an episode on this. And yeah, I've played this a little bit. That first stage is awkward. Like, that first stage is just not great. That first stage is so awkward. Horrible way to start your game, but, you know. Pink Panther Goes to Hollywood. Yeah, label's not the greatest, but, you know. Platformer. Not much to say about it. I'm probably gonna say his name wrong in this. Andre Agassi? Agassi? I don't know how to say his name, but Andre Agassi Tennis. That's definitely not a wig. Okay, I'm not trying to roast people. In this video, at least. Okay, haven't played it, obviously. Can't say much about it. I mean, it's tennis. We'll get to another tennis game that I've actually played eventually, but, you know. For now, we have, On the Ball. What would you call this game? What genre is this? Is this a puzzle game? I mean, there's not really any puzzle. Some levels are puzzle-based, kind of, but, like, you escort a blue ball through like a bunch of mazes, and it's pretty cool. It's alright. It's not that cheap, so if you want to get this game, it's not cheap. Unless you emulate it, then sure, but you know. If you're like a physical collector, then it's not cheap. I was trying to find the word. Ren and Stimpy V, it's the only Ren and Stimpy game I have on SNES, because I don't have the other three. This is the only one I have at the moment, unfortunately. I haven't played this one too much, but just standard platformer, I believe. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't played this one too much, so I'm not 100% sure. But yeah. Oh, that just kicked on. Okay. Alright, well. While that's happening, Clay Fighter. Not Sculptor's Cut, unfortunately. This isn't N64, obviously. You know what? I never realized it. There is a big white thing on the back of this. I never realized that that was there. I never looked at the back of this ever. And the entire time I've had this, I never realized this big white thing on the back of it. But yeah, Clay Fighter. Just standard Clay Fighter. Just standard fighting game with clay figures, I believe. That's cool. That's fine. I have yet to play a lot of these, by the way. I've yet to play a bunch of these. Super Pinball. I haven't played this, but I'm assuming that it's just pinball. Like, I haven't even played Clay Fighter, and I know what it is, obviously. It literally has fighter in the title. So, what am I talking about? I don't know. But anyway, I think I've played this one a little bit. Rival Turf. I think this is a beat 'em up. From what I remember, I think this is a beat 'em up. I think. But yeah. I got this one from a pawn shop, I believe. That's not a thing anymore. Or at least I don't think they have games there anymore. I don't know. I haven't been there in like 5 to 6 years. It's been a while. But yeah. Some hair in my face. Raiden Trad, with some unfortunate etching in the cartridge. That's unfortunate, but like, interesting shooter, you know? It's pretty cool. Side-scrolling shooter. Pretty cool. I've seen someone play this. Like, they had this game and they gave it to me. I saw them play it and I was like, sure, I'll try this out. Still have yet to try it, so. But it looks cool, so I'm excited. Speaking of Raiden Trad, I think I also had Supernova on SNES, obviously. I think I had Supernova, but I don't have that one anymore. Instead, I have Frogger. Just seems like a standard SNES game, but this is actually the last game that we got here in North America. This is actually it. It uses the PS1 cover for the cart, which is interesting. This came out in, I believe, like October of 1998. You know, just bring out the nerd, the game nerd, you know, sure, why not? But yeah, October 1998, game is generic. It's just Frogger, that's it. There's no music, it's just sound effects, that's it. That's all this game is. That's literally all the game is. Not much to say about it, honestly. It's just Frogger, and there's like 8 levels. You can literally beat the game in like 20 minutes, but I never did because the game's actually not that easy. Animaniacs, this is probably one of my favorite games on this whole system from what I've played so far. Yeah, great game, mainly because, you know, this one was part of my childhood. Played this one a shoot ton. Saved myself from cursing there, but I played this a lot back then. Played this a ton. Love this game. I actually beat it. I got the bad ending though. Never even tried to go for that good ending. I just want to see if I can even beat all the stages, but thankfully I did eventually. Tom and Jerry, platformer, just generic platformer from, I believe that's IDEK, right? IDEK? I can't see it on the camera, but yeah, IDEK. I don't know who IDEK is. I don't even. No, they're definitely not a thing anymore. But anyway, speaking of camera, there was someone in my last video. This is kind of weird and kind of out of place, but like, there was someone in my last video talking about how bad my camera quality is. I know it's not that great. Anyway, back to the collection. Tetris 2. I actually have this on the original Game Boy, like Tetris 2 on original Game Boy. Same with the first Tetris, obviously, because everyone who has a Game Boy has the first Tetris. I have the Game Boy, I almost said Game Boy Advance, but I do have Game Boy Advance games too, obviously. But I have the Game Boy version of this one, but I also have the SNES version. I've not played either. I've not played either. Unlike Claymates with an unfortunate label, it's not gone. It's just it's not gone. It's just like you have to peel it up. You have to like pull it to actually. Yeah, this is Claymates. Platformer. You morph as animals. You turn into animals because you know the character you're playing as is made of clay. So. Interesting. I say give this one a try. It's interesting. I'm all over the place in this one. Sorry about that, but I don't go into these scripted. Obviously, you can obviously tell. This one's interesting. Fun and games. I'm not sure why this game is kind of hard to find. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know why this one's hard to find. I don't know. Don't ask me. But like, it's just a slightly less interesting Mario Paint. That's what this is. Slightly less. It's not. It doesn't have the charm that Mario Paint has. But this one's fine. It's alright. Again, if you can find this one for cheap, I'd say maybe try it out. But like for what this game goes for, I don't know. I'm not sure. Unlike the Duel Test Drive 2, this game is great. Probably one of my favorites. This game is great. Like the driving simulation is actually really fun. This game is great. Like wow. Oh, I'm having a little bit of trouble. Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay, pause on this. Balls 3D. I think everyone who knows about the Super Nintendo probably knows about this one because, you know, this game is notorious for being absolute garbage, and also that theme song is very questionable. Fighting game, obviously. I don't know how it's obvious that a game called Balls 3D is a fighting game, but, you know, whatever. American Lamborghini Challenge? I guess. I don't know why I have this one. I think I got some of these in lots, I believe, and I just have this one now. This one's not even that cheap either. I haven't played this one. Alright. Of course I've played this one, SimCity. Yep, in my last video I showed The Sims on PS2. I do have SimCity on SNES, not SimCity 2000 unfortunately, but I do have this one. Decent, not as great as The Sims, but you know, it's fine. The Incredible Hulk, I played a ROM of this one on an emulator years ago, like 10 years ago. So I decided to get the actual game, and I still have yet to play this one. On real hardware. Like, the game is meh. From what I remember. Oh, sure. Sports games, because, you know, every collector must have sports games. You know, Bulls versus Blazers. Why not? I don't think I've played any of the sports games apart from a tennis game we'll get to in a little bit. Let's continue that with, I believe, Madden. Oh, it's just called John Madden Football, apparently. Even though there's a 93 at the end of football there. You see that 93 there? But the label just says John Madden Football. I don't know if you can... Okay, there we go. That's a better shot of it. I'm assuming because my camera's flipped, like the image is flipped. That's unfortunate. Haven't played it, obviously. Unlike this one, Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday, kind of my childhood. Again, played this one on emulator mostly, but I just decided to actually, get a physical copy of it. It's meh. It's fine. It's okay. I might have a little bit of nostalgia bias with it, but Bram Stoker's Dracula. I think AVGN made a segment on this game. Can't really say anything about it because I've never played it myself. So. And what we got next? Championship Pool. Gotta have every kind of sports game on the SNES, because why not? What? Oh, Mindscape. I was like, wait, what's that logo? Mindscape, apparently. Okay. What's next? Dragon's Lair. I believe this is a platform. I watched a walkthrough of this one on YouTube, and it just looks like a just generic standard platformer. Oh wow, here we go, another Mario Paint clone. Acme Animation Factory. Looney Tunes themed, because why not? I haven't played this one too much. There's not much going on in this one. Believe it or not, there's not too much going on in it. Man, I don't know what pile to start with first, or continue with first. Or next, I should say, not first. Tasmania. I watched a Console Wars episode, and this was a YouTube channel called Console Wars. They made an episode on this specific game, and it's a racing game, but I haven't played it yet. I need to, because it looks interesting. Lots of games falling over here. Good lord. Zoop. Why is this game on pretty much every console from, like, when this game came out? This game was on pretty much everything. It was on PS1. It was on, I think, the Genesis. But it's also on Super Nintendo. And you match colors, I think, and that's it. There's not much going on in it. Super Battleship by Mindscape again. But yeah, Battleship in Super Nintendo form. I don't know if I said this before, but they made a lot of board game games on SNES. The Simpsons Bart's Nightmare. Also a little bit of nostalgia bias with this one. This one's not that great. Just saying, it's not that great. Weird transition, but I also have Kirby Superstar, because why not? Everyone knows what this game is. Bunch of Kirby adventures and what. It's not all adventures, but like, so I think there's a few mini games in this. But yeah. Again, crazy transition. We go from Kirby Superstar to NFL Quarterback Club. 96, I think that's it. Yeah, 96. Can barely read it on the camera. But yeah, haven't played it. I don't know why I spent that long on that. Every time I move a game, some games fall over. Anyway, Spin Dizzy Worlds. I think this is a puzzle game, isometric puzzle game, and it's not bad. I say give this one a try. Not bad. Kinda hard, but it's not a terrible game. Not even close. Not a terrible game. Vegas Stakes, which has SNES mouse compatibility, which I do have. I do have the SNES mouse, obviously. The two Mario Paint clones that I showed earlier also obviously support it. But this one does too, and that's the only reason why I have it. what's next? Lawnmower Man? Haven't watched the movie, but I played this one on an emulator. Got it physically, because why not? There's like certain levels in this where they're like it goes into like this mode 7 kind of thing. It looks cool because you know mode 7 on SNES always looks cool. So interesting game. Beavis and Butthead. Really hard game. Can't even get through a single stage in this game. But it's a platformer and it's a really difficult one. Jeez. Brunswick World Tournament Champions. I forgot champions in the title, but bowling, because why not? You know, you have pool, football, bowling. Gotta have them all, I guess. Oh, collapsing games over here. Family Feud. A little bit of nostalgia on this, so I think it's great because you know nostalgia bias on this one. But anyway, Rise of the Robots. I was about to say Rise of the Robots 2, but that's on PS1, which I do not have. A horrible fighting game. Apparently, I've yet to play this one. This one's very freaking wild. What the heck is this? Cool World platformer, I believe. Not much to say about it. Dead serious, there's not much to say about it. Weird transition from that to this. NHL 94, I had to look at it because I'm not 100% sure. Because I don't know if all the NHLs on the system have the exact same like label. But just, you know, the number obviously is going to be different. But, like, I had to check hockey. Again, a different sport. Because why not? Alright, what's next? That's such a weird transition. Street Fighter 2. No introduction needed. Terminator 2. Is this the arcade game or Judgment Day? No, this is arcade game. I do have arcade. Judgment Day. I have Judgment Day. But this is arcade game. I haven't played this one. Man. Super Action? Oh, Super Play Action Football. Really cheap game. This game's like $7. No one wants this one. That's unfortunate. Wordtress. Interesting puzzle game. You're supposed to make words. You know, random letters fall down, you make words. I think it's 4 or 5 letters. I think it might get more difficult. You know, I think you make longer words, I think. Interesting game. I'm going to show 2 at a time because I have both. Super Battle Tank and Super Battle Tank 2. Both are pretty much essentially the same game, only one looks a little bit better, which is this one, by the way. This one looks a little bit better. And also, I think this one plays a little bit better, too. So if you're gonna get Super Battle Tank, I recommend this one. If you want to, that is, you know. But yeah, tank simulator games, why not? Great genre games. Like, how many tank simulators can you name? Exactly. Jurassic Park. You know, when you're not in the 3D parts of this game, like, you know, it's just a interesting little game. It's not much, but like this game apparently is really long. Like this game takes forever to beat, and there's no save feature. You can tell because there's like, usually the games you can save have like 3 things in it. You know, this one only has 1. So I did not explain that well at all, but you know what? That's just how it is. Pebble Beach Golf Links, haven't played this, and also golf. Every sport, I swear, I have every sport imaginable that ever came out on SNES. Okay, here's another nostalgia bias one, Clue. Great game. I'm nostalgia bias. I have a little bit of nostalgia bias with this one, obviously, as you heard me say like 12 million times in this video. But yeah, interesting game. I think that hand graphic that they put in the game is a bit strange, but you know. Another nostalgia bias game. Good lord. But this one's actually very difficult, actually. Never got through this. This game is really hard. Good lord. Game takes forever to beat. Oh, here's an interesting one. I have 2 copies of Super Scope 6. You know, you can't just go out with one. You need another one. Because why not? Everyone loves Super Scope 6. Greatest game ever made. I don't even know why I have a second one. I just do. I don't know. Super Alfred Chicken. Haven't played this one. Mindscape again. But, you know. I haven't played this one. But I'm assuming it's a platformer. I don't know. Oh my goodness, I got more golf. But this time it's Hal. I almost said Hall. No, it's pronounced Hal. Hal's Hole-in-One Golf, I believe? Yes. Actually, it's just Hole-in-One Golf. I just realized that. Hal's not even in the title of the game. They just made it. Jeez. Interesting game right here. Desert Strike. There's more to it. Why is there just... Okay, Desert Strike. I haven't played this one, but I'm assuming it's a helicopter simulator. Or a copter simulator. Sorry, make it sound edgy and cool. Copter simulator. What am I blabbering about? I don't know. Anyway, next up, Buster Bust Loose. Didn't play this one, but, you know. I've yet to play this one. Really excited to play this one, too. Can't wait, actually. Oh, here we go. The tennis game that I actually played. Super Tennis. Again, nostalgia bias. Who would have guessed? But, like, this one's fine, though. It's actually not terrible. Not a bad game at all, actually. More sports, but this time it's baseball. I believe I have 2 of these, too. I don't know where it is, but we'll get to it. Ken Griffey Jr.'s winning run. This one came out way later from the other one, I believe. The cart is not in the greatest condition, but like you can see, like it's like almost yellow. Like that one got to me in that condition too. Like, the heck's going on here, man? Race driving. The frame rate sucks. It's a racing game with a terrible frame rate. That's all you need to know. Scooby-Doo Mystery. I mean, this one is nostalgic, but I'm not really biased with this one because it's not that great. Meh. I don't know. Nothing special on that one, honestly. AVGN game here again. Let's do the unlikely. Terrible. Horrible. I haven't even played this game yet, and I know this game sucks. This game would be a nightmare to try to actually beat. My goodness. Oh wow. Crazy transition here. Stunt race effects? Or is it just called stunt race? Like, it just says stunt race on like the front, but like the top it says stunt race effects. I'm gonna call it stunt race effects because I think that's what everyone knows it as. I haven't actually played this, but I know what this one is. I haven't played it myself, but like I've seen videos of people playing it. Looks cool. Looks fine. Didn't I say I wasn't gonna like go into these games very much? Bro, it's almost been a half hour. Anyway. Bugs Bunny's Rabbit Rampage. Platformer. Nothing really too special. Even though it, like, I believe the... Oh, heck, the cart even, like, acknowledges the 12 megabyte game. Like, this game's 12 megs. Like, gee. I bet for the time that's really impressive, but, like, you know, now we've got, like, what, half a terabyte game? Half terabyte games now? I don't even know what I'm saying. But, you know, we have half terabyte games now. What am I blabbering about again? I don't know. Let's continue. Our Real Monsters. Platformer, never got through that first stage. I got a little bit nostalgia bias. Only a little. I didn't play this one too much. Couldn't even get past that first stage. By the way, I want to apologize for being all over the place in this video. I apologize. Again, I don't go into these videos like scripting them. I just off the top of the head, you know. I believe this is a launch title, or like this came out. This is a really early game. Bill and Beer's Combat Basketball. Apparently, this game is horrible. That's why I have it. I don't know. I just have this thing for terrible games. I don't know. Good lord. Anyway, I mean, everyone has this game. If you have an SNES, you probably have this game. NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Again, I have the Game Boy version of this. Because why not? You gotta have the Game Boy version of this. If you have this one, you gotta have a Game Boy version. Yeah, basketball. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just, you know, very popular game apparently. According to AVGN, like. Anyway, Yoshi Safari, another Super Scope game. Because, you know, had to have Yoshi Safari apparently. You know, Mario themed Super Scope game. Why not? Right? We're kind of almost done. Kind of. Not really, but like, we're getting there. Outlander, I've seen a little bit of this game. I looked this game, it looks interesting. That frame rate isn't the greatest, but I don't actually know what this is. I think it's a racing game, from what I remember. I'm not 100% sure. Baseball 2000. Not terrible. 3D first-person shooter, kind of. You're battling whatever those things on the label is. That's what your enemies are. And they all have like strange names too. Jack Nicklaus Golf, another golf game, because why not? Why do I have so many sports games on SNES? I don't know. Pitfall, is it Mayan or Mayan Adventure? I think it's Mayan, I don't know. But I've played this, kind of boring. I mean, it's not a bad game, it just didn't really interest me that much. Didn't interest me that much. I don't know. Oh wow, remember how I was talking about Ken Griffey Jr.? A little bit ago, like, you know, winning run? I have the other one. MLB, Major League Baseball, I have the other one. Because why not? I don't think I've played either of them, to be fair. Or honest, not fair. But yeah, MLB, why not? I have both of them, sure. I'm so all over the place. I'm not even making sense anymore. But you know what? We continue with Izzy's quest for the Olympic rings. I played this one. When I first played this, I had no idea where to go. Like, I don't know if it was me, but like I could not figure out where to go. Either that, or I just got one level in and just gave up and got so bored. I don't know. This game wasn't for me. I don't know. This game is meh. I don't know about this one. Wild Snake, same people who made, I think Tetris as well, but they made, Wordtris. This one is, again, man, this one's not as interesting as Wordtris, but, you know. Super Off-Road the Baja, this one looks really cool, I'm not gonna lie, this one looks interesting. That frame rate's not too terrible. I wonder how they did this. Like, this game actually looks interesting. I wonder how they did that. In 1993. This game looks really good, actually. Oh man, this label. Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures. Yeah, this game is notorious for whatever Pac-Man is supposed to be doing in this game. This game is notorious for whatever the heck he's trying to do. What the heck am I even saying anymore? I don't know. All these games. Vortex. Out of all these games, this one might be probably the most impressive, in my opinion. This one might be it. This game actually looks really interesting, and that's why I have it. I haven't played it yet, but I need to. This one looks really interesting. What do we got next? Daffy Duck's The Marvin Missions. I've watched a level of a play. I've watched one level of this game and I played through. It looks interesting. I need to play this one for myself, but you know, looks really interesting. Turn and Burn No Fly Zone. I haven't played this, but I think it's a flight simulator, obviously. But instead of being a chopper simulator, it's, I think, just a regular airplane, I believe, or a jet plane. But yeah, ABC Monday Night Football. Gotta have your football, right? More sports. More sports games, more sports games. NHLPA hockey, more sports games, more sports games. More sports games. This one just came out of nowhere. What the heck? Barbie Supermodel. This one's really cheap, apparently. Like, I don't think people want this. Also, I just realized they turned, like, usually in that logo it's like red, but in this one it's pink. Interesting thing with the label. Changing your company logo just for aesthetic, I guess. Toys. I think this is based on a movie, I think. I've never seen it, but, like, I haven't played this one yet, and I've heard this game's not that great. I don't know, I have to try this one out real quick at some point. I have to try that one out. Oh, here's an interesting one. This one's from Kenco, apparently. Kablooey. Really weird puzzle game. It's not that great, but, like, I don't know, I wouldn't recommend it, but, you know, it's interesting. Look this one up. If you want to. Weird puzzle game. I get this hair on my face, Jesus Christ. Just saying. Family Dog. Very short game, very weird game too. I mean, I don't know what's going on in this game. I have no idea. I think we're getting close to done with this collection. We're getting close. I think most of this is just sports games. It's not all sports games, but, like, we have, like, a good number of, like, sports games up next. Kawasaki. Oh, I can't read that one. Like, Caribbean Challenge. On the top, that text is so small. Haven't played this. It's obviously a racing game because, you know, Kawasaki, but, you know. Another golf game, I believe. Wiley Country Club. I probably butchered that name, but, you know. Full Throttle All-American Racing. I played this one. It's meh. I mean, it's not the most interesting racing game. Yeah, it's not the most interesting. Jungle Book. Haven't played this one yet. I don't know if this one became a meme or if it was the NES one that became a meme. I don't know which one. But I have this one. I haven't played it yet. Again, more sports games. Technically, racing isn't really a sport in, like, you know, the gaming world, but, you know, we got NASCAR over here in America. NASCAR's American. Right, like, I don't know if... Ignore I just said that. Okay. Nigel Mansell's World Championship Racing. I don't think I played this one, but, you know. Scott the Woz World Championship Racing. Again, I think I'm losing my mind. I'm just saying the most random thing, you know. Alright, being serious for a second. This game, I know this game is notorious for being terrible. But believe it or not, I haven't played this one yet. I still need to play this. I've heard this game is terrible. Again, wasn't there, like, a petition to, like, get rid of all of the cards for this game? I swear I remember something about someone trying to get rid of these. Just burn them all or something. I swear. Okay, seriousness over. Back to the goofiness. Timon and Pumbaa's Jungle Games, also one of the last SNES games ever made. This is like 1997. Like, 1997? For a Lion King game? I mean, that's not really, the worst. But, like, PS1 was a thing when this came out. This is a minigame collection, by the way. Yeah, here we go with two interesting transition games, like going from that to this. Turtles 4. Because why not, right? Turtles in Time. Gotta have this one. This one looks really fun. I actually haven't played this yet. I haven't played this one yet. I really need to. I gotta play this one at some point. Gotta play that one at some point. Jeez. Same with this one, Kendo Rage. I haven't played this one. I don't even know what this one is. I'm assuming this might be a fighter. I have no idea, but I need to play this one. This one is not cheap, by the way. I think I got this one from a relative, again, just like the last video. But with this one, I haven't played this one yet. I need to try this one out. Lord, man, I need to try some of these games out, man. Okay, we've got not too much left. By the way, after all this time, I've actually had Mario Paint this entire time. No introduction, it's Mario Paint. Everyone loves Mario Paint. It's not the most, up-to-date thing, because, Madden 94. I was going to say Madden NFL 94. Oh, wait, that is part of the title. It's on the top. Wow. Haven't played it. As always. Here's Judgment Day. That driving stage. Oh, man, that driving stage is terrible. Oh man, I gotta see how that controls. I've heard people talking so much crap about that driving stage. I gotta play that. Battle Clash, another Super Scope game. Cause why not? I also have The Lion King, just the one that apparently is notoriously difficult. And no, I've only gotten maybe 2 levels in, and that's it. That part in the second level where you have to dodge trees and jump over, I think, pigs, maybe hippos. I can't tell because you move so fast. I can't tell. Could never get past that part. Batman Forever. Not great. This game is not that great. I mean, it's not one of the worst games I've ever played, but this game is not that great either. AVGN made a great video on that game, obviously. Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. I think the Adventures of... Oh no, it's just Rocky and Bullwinkle Friends. Wow. I mean, the freaking label says that, but the top does not. I don't know. But I haven't played it yet, so... Beethoven, the Ultimate Canine Caper. Platformer. High tech again. But yeah, this is a generic platformer, not much going on in it. Rocco's Modern Life Monkey's Dangerous Day. Yeah, I'm as shocked as you are. Rocco actually had a game? Yes, and this is just an escort mission. That's all it is. You're escorting Spunky through dangerous mazes / levels. Not a terrible game, but for Rocco's first and only physical game, just under the Rocco name, yeah, it's meh. Not the greatest, And then last but not least for the games, because I have one last thing, but it's pretty obvious what it's going to be, because I have all these games, and I mentioned Game Boy twice now, but yeah, here we go, Spectre. This game's really great, by the way. Mode 7 first-person shooter, and it's really fun. I actually recommend this one. This one's actually not terrible. Yeah, try this game out. It's actually not terrible. Alright. Yeah, you probably already know what's coming. Super Game Boy. Of course I have this. I mean, Yeah, and I believe that is it. Hang on. Moving so many games around now. Anyway, I think that's it. Yep, that is all. not a terrible collection, in my opinion. I don't know. Now, I know I'm missing, like, a lot of, like, essentials, like Donkey Kong Country, F-Zero, Mario World. I do want to try all three. I have played Donkey Kong Country. I have the Game Boy Advance version of Donkey Kong Country. But yeah, I really want to try F-Zero. And also, I've tried Rock and Roll Racing. I have a relative that had Rock and Roll Racing, but I don't have it. I really want to try F-Zero. Like, F-Zero 99 came out kind of recently, somewhat recently, and But yeah, that's it. I know I'm missing essentials, but it is what it is. But anyway, that's it for this video. Not a terrible collection, in my opinion. I mean, it was like 25% nostalgia bias games, and me just saying the most out-of-pocket random thing throughout the whole video, but man, I swear, it's like, this year's been crazy for me. Like, I can't believe my last video hit 600 views in like 3 days. And again, thanks for 500 subscribers. If you enjoyed this weird video, please subscribe, hit like. I'll be dropping more of these in the future, 100%. So yeah, once again, hit like, subscribe. Have a great rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.